Hello everyone, welcome to the PIPCAST 3000. I'm Caedo Genesis, and I'm joined by my co-hosts, as always, Bad Company Sarge.
Hello there.
And this is a bi-weekly podcast that goes up every other Sunday, 10 a.m. Pacific, usually with a open world RPG Bethesda oriented something kind of topic. And this episode, we're going to be talking about the Burning Springs update for Fallout 76. That's largely what we're going to be talking about. There's going to be B-roll of it playing, so you can get an idea of what it looks like, how it plays. And also, Caedo has some news that he was disclosed a code for the Burning Springs starter bundle from Bethesda themselves. This is the first time I received.
He's a sellout.
I'm a sellout. I'm a shill. Oh no!
Shilling comments.
Yeah. So this is the first time I've actually received a code from Bethesda themselves without like a middleman.
Yeah.
Because the last time this happened was with Lone Vault Wanderer with the Morrowind update for ESO.
And for a bit of additional clarification, especially for those not familiar with 76, the Burning Springs update itself is free if you own 76. Yes. It's just a free update. What Caedo got was a bunch of atoms, like the in-game pay currency, the Ammo-matic and Ammo Collector set, which are like some in-game items which produce ammo over time, the Ulysses outfit and headwear sets. You can dress up like everyone's favourite Fallout New Vegas character, Ulysses, and that's it, right? Nothing else in there?
1,100 atoms?
Yeah, the atoms. Ta-da!
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Caedo just got freebies.
I got freebies.
Which don't really impact the content of Burning
so I'm a
Springs
sellout
itself.
Shill.
Just so that's aware for everyone. Caedo and I will have had basically the same experience with Burning Springs, especially because like the one pay-to-win element you really got was the Ammo Collector, and I've had to ditch like 50,000 rounds of ammunition this past week because it just drops like crazy.
I was gonna say too, like the Raider ammo generator that you can get in the game, like just with the gold bullion, I think.
Yeah.
Is just it has a higher capacity for ammo too. So even though I'm kind of doubling up now, like you'll still get more that's just sitting there at your camp from the Raider one.
So the sort of thing where, like, 5 or 6 years ago, these ammo machines would have been incredible. Like, so helpful. Nowadays, you just get ammo off of everything you kill anyway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you have 100 of whatever ammo you're using, you're probably good.
Yeah.
You're probably going to be getting more than you... If you have a competent... Not even competent. If you have a build that kills things...
Yep. Or
then you'll get your ammo back.
But still lets you loot enemies.
Or join a public event and let everybody else kill everything and just have your gun equipped. Then you'll have ammo for it.
Mm-hmm.
It really is that easy to get ammo in 76 now.
Anyway, 76 is something we'll be talking about later. We've also got the Game Awards to cover and a few like small Bethesda and Obsidian things news-wise to go over. But first, we got some comments of the cast.
We did. I also want to mention I'm getting over a cold, so that's why I may sound a little different.
Yeah, I also have a bit of a cold. And thank you, Wasteland Legend Sven, who may or may not have a cold. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Please don't have a cold. I saw you're playing Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Convenient. We're going to be talking about that a little bit later.
Yeah.
Let's get into the comments. Would you like to pick one of them, Sarge?
I want to pick Hermus's comment, because they have a question for Sarge and another for Caedo. So I'm going to ask you the Caedo question. For Caedo, after Season 2 of Fallout comes out, will you make weapon guides for it?
So I saw the rest of the context at the end of the comment, which is, haha, this is a funny joke, but also... It's kind of a good idea. The context is Fallout Season 2 is going to take place, the show is going to take place in New Vegas, at least part of it.
Yep.
And they're going to be showing some more well-known, items and weapons and props and stuff like that from the games. Obviously, they have to. It's a fan servicey show. They're gonna fan service. The idea of doing like a Fallout show themed countdown or like list of some kind, like this is where you saw in the show, this is where you can get it in game, is actually a really good idea.
Yeah, I think people will watch that. It's a fun way to do a multi-game video as well, because I imagine some of the weapons will be in 76, some are going to be in Fallout New Vegas. There might even be like, I know the assault rifle that we saw in Season 1 was very Fallout 4 themed. Like, there's probably a bit of bouncing between the games too, which is I always find
well,
fun.
the Dom Pedro, which you're trying to get in 76, that's a show exclusive until now, basically, which is it's a 50 cal revolver as far as I can tell. It's absurd. That's why that dude's leg exploded. Yes, it's it's a big gun. But yeah, so thank you for the question. So for Sarge, the Sarge part of the question was, will you make character builds for the show?
Well, I'm correct me if I'm wrong, Caedo, but this episode of the PIPCAST goes out on the 14th of December at 10 a.m. Pacific time.
Yes.
So also on the 14th of December, 10 a.m. Pacific time, is Lucy McLean, my Fallout TV show build. The start of a trilogy of Fallout TV show builds where I'm doing Lucy, Maximus, and the Ghoul. And the reason I've been grinding for the Dom Pedro is that I need to get the Ghoul build video done, because I've already done Maximus and Lucy, did those months ago when I had some spare time, but the Ghoul build is like the one that I need to get sorted. And these are also in different Fallout games, because I found like different characters worked better for different games. So yeah, this comment was a joke, but both of us are doing the thing most likely. Like, I've already got 2/3 of the character builds for the show done, and Caedo's definitely interested in this idea. So yeah, the final bit of a comment, which is obviously these are joke questions, but I love the idea of Caedo making a video posting out weapons we see in the show, and Sarge making builds based on the main character of the show and side characters. Yeah, we're basically gonna do that.
It's possible. Saying I like an idea and executing that idea are two different things on the Caedo plate.
Yeah, on the Sarge plate, however, I've already done it.
Sarge has a much better work ethic than I do. So there is that.
I did get told off by my sister the other day because I was like, oh, I'm having a day off. And then I recorded a video, edited a video, uploaded that video with the thumbnail, and replied to a bunch of comments. Maybe
the right term is workaholic.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the right term.
I really don't like not working. The day feels bad when I don't get work done.
And I love not working. I love just doing nothing. So, two peas in a pod, me and Sarge.
Yeah. It's like middle of the day here, and I've already fully made a video, and it's released and everything on this day we're recording. Like, I have to be working constantly. Yeah, my last upload was 5 minutes ago. How many minutes ago was Caedo's last upload? Oh wait, no. I think actually this video... Oh no, the video's scheduled to come out 10 minutes from the time we're recording. So, that's my bad. I didn't realise I said it for quarter past
it'll
for some
be
reason.
Up anyway, because we're recording a day early.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, thank you for the comment, Hermos. 3602. Appreciate it. It had been quite a while since we saw one of yours, so yeah, thank you so much. You might be second to last, penultimate, as Sarge liked to say, of the comments of the cast for the rest of 2025.
Yeah. In theory, we will have one more episode out this year.
Yep. And it'll be right after Christmas, I think. Right after or right before? Right after.
Right after.
Yeah. Let's get on to the main things, unless I'm forgetting something.
Nope.
I do have a lot of mucus in my brain currently, so the neurons aren't firing as aggressively as they used to for another couple days. I disclosed my code. That was very important. That was the one thing I was supposed to do when I got the email and the code. I was like, you gotta disclose it. So I did. The first news thing is that Skyblivion, as some developers of Skyblivion had already said, this is the big mod project that's turning Skyrim into Oblivion, or converting Skyrim into Oblivion, with a lot of their own reimagined versions of things in it. Beloved fan projects.
Yeah.
This is going to be delayed until 2027?
2026.
2026. Sorry, 2026 is what they said.
I mean, it might be delayed till 2027. These projects do have a, habit of kind of spiraling further and further with delays, because
they do. They do. But their percentage of completion is also getting real close.
Yeah.
But one of the things that some of the developers themselves had been saying was like, I know you guys are announcing when it's going to be out, but we're really not ready. So it's probably going to need more time. So yeah, I'm still stoked to give it a shot whenever it does happen. I fear that I'll have to install another version of Skyrim to actually get it to install, because the launchers for like Nexus and stuff like that don't understand that the special edition is actually Anniversary Edition, and it just confuses them both. Yeah. So I might have to get like a GOG version or something like that to like actually, the same thing I did with Fallout London.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but I am excited to try it.
Yeah, I will say the delay's probably not all that bad, seeing as we did have Oblivion Remastered come out this year.
Yep.
And putting some distance between Oblivion Remastered and Oblivion
I was gonna say
Remade
that
in
too,
Skyrim.
yeah.
Like,
it's a much smarter idea, spacing it out like that, so then when people are like, oh, I want to fire up Oblivion again, boom, Skyblivion comes out, and it's familiar but also a new experience in a lot of ways. So hey, actual uniques too. Some of the uniques they showed off are outstanding. They put a lot of work into Umbra for sure, and I'm really excited to play around with that. Like, I think it's like fully custom enchantment as well on the weapon.
Nice.
There's the delay video linked in the description if you want to give that a look. They are still showing off a lot of beauty shots of like what they have done. The lighting looks fantastic. The models that they created, all great. Asking for volunteers as always. I think they always seem to do that. So I think they're also doing that. Pretty sure. But yeah, good to keep an eye on if you are an Elder Scrolls fan and enjoy big mod projects like that.
Yeah.
You know what isn't a mod project?
What?
Fallout Season 2.
That is pretty official.
Yep.
So, yeah, we've had the release schedule for Season 2, and it's quite long. It's 2 months of episodes.
Yeah, it's an episode a week, it looks like.
Yeah, it's literally every single week, so I'll rattle them off quickly. We are getting Episode 1, December 17th, so just a few days from now. Episode 2, December 24th. Episode 3, December 31st. Episode 4, January 7th. Episode 5, January 14th. Episode 6, January 21st. Episode 7, January 28th. And Episode 8, February 4th.
All the way to February.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it basically is 2 months, and I imagine part of that is to make it a bit of a thing to look forward to each week. I know there's like back and forth constantly about whether a show should be released just as like this huge thing you can binge, or if it should be put weekly so it becomes like an event, and there doesn't seem to be a consensus about that. It's like from either the viewer side or the production side, like neither one seems to be objectively the right way, so that makes sense. But for this,
I mean, I can make an argument that I've heard multiple times about spacing it out like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's that fans all get to be on the same page for longer.
Yeah.
So they can discuss it like per week. Like, what's the episode of the week? Now we can discuss it like how watching shows kind of used to be.
Yeah.
Bringing it back to that experience that we all kind of get to be hype about together.
Yeah.
And I enjoy that aspect myself, because that also means that like somebody else doesn't binge the entire thing and then start spoiling it for everybody else.
Yeah.
Which is nice as well.
I imagine company side of it, there's also the incentive of being like, well, it's all subscription-based models and it's Amazon Prime that you watch it on now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so this is basically like 2 months worth of Amazon Prime if someone's wanting to watch it each week. or waiting until like February, then getting like a 1 month or 1 week trial or anything, and then binge watching it, which requires restraint and not having the show spoiled and stuff like that. So I can see a business side of it on that as well. But I will say, from the content creator perspective, this is probably good for both Caedo and I. Even if we did nothing related to the TV show, this is just like added interest and stuff for Fallout for December, January, and February. Which,
yeah,
it's good for us.
My numbers will go up,
Yep.
even if I don't do anything in December. Which is looking like that's how it's going to be.
Oh, man.
Because everything I'm doing is in real life.
Yeah. I've done nothing in real life, Caedo. Nothing. It's all online stuff.
Don't you walk Scoob?
I do walk the dog sometimes, yeah.
That's real life.
Yeah. It's basically the only time I go outside at the moment.
For anybody who doesn't know, Scoob is Anna's dog.
Mm-hmm.
Sarge's sister's dog. And he's so photogenic, it's annoying.
He is the complete opposite of me in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
My sister literally has an album of photos of me, and they're basically all just Scooby, and I happen to be in the background looking real frumpy.
I have seen them.
Yep.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Anyway, Fallout Season 2, we'll no doubt be talking about it quite a lot over the next several episodes, so that's something to look forward to. But the show itself, go watch Season 1 if you haven't and you're interested in it. There's not really much else for us to say here.
Yeah. Watch a Fallout show. It's good.
Quite good.
Yeah. The people who say it isn't good are cherry-picking haters. You can quote me on that.
Oh, damn.
I'm a shill now. Look at me shilling.
Well, I suppose if you're going to shill for Bethesda, I should shill for Obsidian. Because everyone who dislikes the modern Obsidian games also seems to be cherry-picking haters who also make up stuff that is objectively false. And The Outer Worlds 2 is Obsidian's latest game.
Sarge, there's no fish!
Yeah, there's no fish in The Outer Worlds 2. Yeah, let's just say Obsidian games don't have fish. Let's just have that be a thing. But they've recently done a patch for the game, patch 1.0.6.0, which mostly seems to be like lots of bug fixes and just making sure everything works properly, which I will say, The Outer Worlds 2, I've not played as much as Caedo, but I've played a fair bit, and I can think of one proper bug where something was broken in, I don't know how many hours, but like 30 hours? Probably more than 30, I'm actually going to check now. If the stupid Xbox app will actually load. Oh god, it's so slow. Why is it so slow?
We've got all the time in the world, Sarge.
No, we haven't. Okay, I have
all
played...
the time.
Okay, I've played about 50 hours of the game. And there was exactly one bug I noticed with the, I can't remember, observation skill, I think it's called, where it was telling me, oh hey, there's a secret panel thing here, but it couldn't actually detect the secret panel, it could only tell me about the secret panel existing there.
Oh.
That's like
weird.
The one issue I've had that I'm aware of in the entire game.
Huh. Did you have Tristan on your team?
No. Yeah, this was just my own one. I will say the observation skill I think is arguably the worst of all the skills. I'm going to be a bit negative. I don't think it's very good.
I want to agree. I want to...
You want to agree, Caedo? Yep, that's right. I'm right.
I want to disagree, but you are probably right.
Yeah, like I picked it because it seemed really cool, but it's not great.
Because you probably thought the same thing when I saw it, which was like, oh, it's Detect Hidden. They finally put Detect Hidden in another game.
Yep.
That's first person.
We were we've used this in Kingdoms of Amalur, and it is the best. But yeah, in this one, the main thing it does is tells you that you're standing on a mine as the mine blows up.
Yeah. That's actually really funny.
Yeah, you basically need to press your face into anything that's hidden in order for it to show up, which, if it was longer range, it would be incredible. And it does give you a couple of things here and there, like some extra loot and whatnot, but I've not seen anything that good from it. The best part of it is the fact that it increases... Is it weak spot damage?
I think it is... It's either weak spot damage or critical chance?
It's something like that. It's got like a way to improve damage indirectly in it.
Yeah.
Which is, it's nice, but the actual interesting effect about it kind of sucks, which is a shame.
Yeah. Anyway, beyond that, it's still a skill that has applications in the game. They're just not as readily apparent.
Yeah.
With a name like observation.
Mm-hmm. It is the worst skill in the game, but also not a useless skill, which just goes to show how good all the other skills are.
Yes.
But yeah, they patched the game and made it better. Is there anything in particular from the patch notes that you wanted to mention, Caedo?
I found one of them entertaining, and I want to read it out. It's a non-spoiler, of course. They tagged the spoilers in their own separate sections in each... And their own like subsections of each section, which is really nice of them.
I'm very grateful for that because I'm still only halfway through the game.
Yeah, because you're doing multiple playthroughs, you madman.
I've stopped the other playthrough. I just don't have time now. There's so much work to do, Caedo. How do you not understand this?
Right. When's your workaholic build coming out?
Never. I don't have time for it. I'm too busy.
Under art, it says... moved light fixture that was partially blocking a convoluted death trap, making the trap that much more effective.
Lovely.
So it was probably like God rays kind of blinding you to like trigger points of the trap or something like that, which is kind of funny. I just found it entertaining. But yeah, this is largely bug fixes. The bug I ran into was just the speech bubble one, where companion speech bubbles just wouldn't go away, even though I exhausted all dialogue with them.
Yeah,
that's the primary bug I ran into. Oh, and kleptomania, it would trigger even at range, like it would play the steel sound and then show that the item was stolen, even though I was way far away to be able to pick it up. So it would just leave it on the table. And freak me out instead every single time I was viewing something from a distance. But those are the only major, and they're not even major, really. They don't cause any major problems for the game. Like, I chose to take kleptomania anyway, so like that's on me. That makes it so you like look away from valuables at all times. In later gameplay. It's so fun. Makes you play different for sure. As quirks like that should.
Yeah.
Or flaws in this game. Yeah, so that happened. Excited for more Outer Worlds 2 stuff to happen. Oh. Just adding to the TGA 2025. The Game Awards. The Game Awards happened.
It did indeed.
Sarge mentioned to me, as always, that 3.5 hours is too long.
Though I have had it playing in the background and Battlefield friends apparently showed up, which is interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, there's clearly there's at least 5 minutes of this show I would have enjoyed watching. So you can understand why I wasn't interested in the other 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
It's so long.
There was an announcement of something I think you might have
3.5 hours. I'll be pissed off if there wasn't an announcement.
For sure. The link to the full show is in the description, of course, of this episode. But I wanted to point out a few things that I found interesting.
Yeah.
Just a few. There was a couple of games revealed, because they always do the trailer reveals. That's primarily why I watch the Game Awards, and also seeing, developers get credit for the amazing work that they do. So one is called Tank Rat. It is a craft a tank from spare parts kind of tank combat game, and it's post-apoc, so it automatically caught my attention. So something like that might find interesting. Another one, very, very weird for me to be interested in, is called Bradley the Badger.
Because Caedo famously hates badgers. So
I famously hate badgers. Like, they are so mean. Speaking of Wasteland, they are some of the meanest enemies in Wasteland 3 and Wasteland 2 ever.
I'm now only just looking at this to figure out, is this a British badger or an American badger? Because those are very different badgers. Okay. Yeah, American badgers are renowned for being, I can't swear, not very nice.
I mean, it has an American accent.
Whereas,
so.
yeah, British badgers, I've hung out with British badgers. I used to go on, like, late-night walks in the countryside, and badgers would just kind of go blum, 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 and scuttle across. And British badgers are lovely.
That's probably why they're in the Redwall books as such stoic rock stars. Maybe that's why. Anyway, Bradley the Badger is not a Redwall character. In fact, Bradley the Badger is a game where you play as a badger in a platformer setting, but this platformer is incomplete, and Bradley finds a controller that allows him to develop the game on the fly. So you can spawn in objects, you can stretch things, manipulate things, change the area around you to solve puzzles, and continue to platform. So I found the premise kind of interesting, and also it goes into fourth wall breaky kind of stuff where like breaking out of the game and experiencing that whole thing. Something I found just different, and something I want to look into more, and adding it to my wish list to maybe play at some point. My wish list is freaking massive. We found out what the obelisk in the desert was.
Yeah,
that's something that was revealed at the Game
Awards, because people figured it out by checking like logos that have been trademarked by companies and comparing them to the obelisk.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a new Divinity game announcement by Larian Studios, a little tiny indie studio who may have made Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
This is their series before Baldur's Gate 3. And a lot of us who had played, I know I had played Divinity Original Sin 2 at least like 3 times through, at least, with friends. Great co-op RPG experience similar to Baldur's Gate 3, a little more chaotic, a little more set the whole field on fire kind of game sometimes, but it is a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to what this absolutely disgusting trailer leads into as a game, because this trailer was not very enjoyable when I was trying to eat popcorn. It really hammed up the grossness, just similarly to the Baldur's Gate 3 reveal trailer, actually. So, anyway, yeah, stoked for that. Excited for the next thing Larian does, for sure. And then there was another thing that I was like, oh, Sarge is probably going to like this.
What? No, I don't like stuff, Caedo. You're clearly wrong on this.
Oh, you like working?
Seems like you like working. Working's great.
So I have a job for you.
Okay, what's my job?
You need to play Total War Warhammer 40,000. Sorry, 40K.
Yeah, see, the problem is I'm currently only up to Total War Warhammer 3, and I haven't even got the most recent DLC for that. So I've got, like, 39,997 other Total War Warhammers to get through as well, which
okay,
might take me a while.
Got it. Yeah, so the Total War rep, I don't even know the people that show up for these things that represent Total War Warhammer. It
shows someone from Creative Assembly, right?
Yes. I think. Anyway, showed up, they were like, guess where we're going next?
Spice.
Should have had Tim Curry do it.
Yeah.
Oh, it would have been so great. Have Tim Curry be a character. Oh, it was somebody enacting one of the roles in 40K. That's what it was.
Oh, okay, man. Now I feel
think it was
like
a celebrity.
I should actually watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of celebrities who like 40K. It's
I
the
know.
more popular Warhammer.
They brought out way too many in this award show.
Oh, what a surprise. The Game Awards was covered with celebrities.
No. Full Street Fighter movie roster of actors. It was annoying how many people were on stage. I've never seen that many actors on stage at once at the Game Awards, and I was annoyed. Anyway, that was part of the cringe of this year. I told told my girlfriend that, like, because she was watching it, it's a wonderful mix of hype and cringe. Whenever you see the Game Awards, you'll have cringe moments, but you'll also have some hype moments.
I'm not
if
a fan
if
of
you're
hype
someone
or
who enjoys
cringe.
shows. I know you're a fan of work, so
Yeah.
that's why I'm breaking it down for you of the things that you may have enjoyed. You just get the cliff notes on our handy dandy outline here, and maybe get some surprises later down the line when I'm just like, hey, this game's fun. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
When did this happen? I'll be like, the Game Awards.
No,
So,
I mean, to be fair, Total War Warhammer 40k was something I already expected to happen. It had already been mentioned that Creative Assembly were going to announce what their next fantasy Total War game is, because they do historic and fantasy, so like they'll have Total War Rome, which is set in ancient Rome and very historical as far as historical games go. And then they'll have like, Total War Warhammer, which is set in the fantasy world. And because the Warhammer series did so good with Total War, Warhammer 40k, like, everyone knew it was coming. I will say I'm not actually interested in getting this game when it first comes out for a few different reasons. One, probably not going to be great quality when it first comes out. Like, every game launches with bugs and stuff, but Total War's had multiple past releases that just didn't work particularly well when they launched. Number two is just I prefer the fantasy, like, Warhammer old world than I do any other Warhammers. I'm not a big Age of Sigmar fan. I do like Warhammer 40k. I read a lot of the Horus Heresy books, which are great, but 40k is not something I'm that into. I enjoy it, but it's not as big as Warhammer Fantasy for me. And lastly, there's only 4 factions you can play as at launch, it seems, which are like Space Marines, Orcs, everyone loves the Orcs, smart choice there,
yes.
The Eldar, or specifically the Aldari or something, which I don't recognise. I was like, that's just Eldar, right? So that's something I'm clearly not familiar with. And the Astra Militarium, which is more human people. It's basically Space Marines and Space Marine adjacent, but not as cool as Space Marines. And, like, those are the 4 factions. And I'm like, I like Orcs. Space Marines are a given, you're gonna have to have those. But only having 4 factions feels weird. When Total War Warhammer 3, the game I do play, has about 20 different races you can play as, each with multiple legendary lords. And going from that to a game where you get, like, maybe a few legendary characters per thing, but it's gonna feel like such a small game, which doesn't feel right when it's literally a spacefaring game where you go across galaxies fighting. So yeah,
Okay.
This is a game that I probably will pick up in like 10 years time. Once it's got like all the other stuff, once Total War
So
Warhammer
when I'm looking
40K
for games to
3
gift you
comes
for
out,
us to co-op, I should get Space Marine 2 instead.
I mean, do you enjoy the Total War games?
Not really.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's
I don't know if
probably
they're
the
my thing.
bigger issue there. I've actually had a lot
But
of
Space
fun
Marine
with
2,
co-op campaigns.
I know we'd probably both play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's much
that's
more
just-
Daka Daka.
That's just fun.
Whereas,
fun.
this is
Daka.
a strategy game
With
first and
pros.
foremost. Unless you're really into balancing resources with me, probably not going to be the most fun. Though I do enjoy commanding giant armies, and the thematic side of it is something I always appreciate. But once again, I'm not that big into 40k, so I don't know enough of the lore to be fully thematic like I can with fantasy, so yeah. Okay, so I've dunked a bunch on the game. Any other good stuff for me that I'd enjoy?
Tell me about your Lord and Savior Sigmar while I go get a snack really quick.
Well, no, surely we should just cut that out, Caedo. Plus,
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
I'm more of a follower of Ulrich than I am of Sigmar. And as we know, Sigmar did once worship Ulrich, and Ulrich's got ties to, like, not quite Beastmen, because Beastmen are a force of chaos, but, like, skin changes and werewolves and stuff, which is very interesting, because Norsca actually does have skin wolves, which are the fantasy version of werewolves, but there are also werewolves who don't seem to be aligned with chaos within the world of Warhammer Fantasy, and have ties to Ulrich, the god of men and beasts somewhat. And it's a very wild-themed god, which is very interesting. I always enjoy pantheons of gods where you've got ones dedicated to different things, like, oh, this is the god of the harvest, this is the god of nature, this is the god of commerce. Like, all of that's much more interesting, whereas Sigmar is Sigmar of the hammer and could somewhat be seen as a god of war. But for the most part, he is just the god of men and the standard god for the Empire itself. There are, however, different human factions within the world of Warhammer, such as the Bretonnians, who I don't see worship Sigmar. They seem to be much more of just like your standard feudal society, but there's not much of a religious thing. I suppose they worship the Lady, which is kind of the Lady of the Lake, brought on from old Celtic folklore, with like King Arthur and all of that from the real world. And I'm not sure about like Arabe and stuff like that, which is always something I want to see more of. Unfortunately, it's just a case of that never get expanded much in the lore, but that seems very interesting to me. Then over in the Far East, you have Cathay, which is ruled by the Dragon Lords, and they worship the Dragon Emperor, and that's very much like a China adjacent, because the whole Warhammer world is very much based on the real world and then just adapted. And they worship still living creatures, which are these dragon humans who were around, many of them before the first incursions of Chaos, which is always quite interesting, I find. I'm trying to think of what other humans I'm missing. Obviously, there's the Norskans to the north, who are chaos worshippers, who worship the 4 chaos gods of Khorne, Slaanesh, Nurgle, and Tzeentch. And that then leads you on to these 4 gods who very much do exist and have much more of a real focus in the world, because they can summon literal demons, which kind of implies that they're much more powerful than any of the Order-Tide gods. And on top of that, they're all much better things. Sorry, Caedo, you're back.
I have a question.
Yeah?
Wasn't Nurgle the one that cursed us when we were playing Vermintide together, and then I saved you?
I have no recollection of that, Caedo. I'm pretty sure I saved myself.
I seem to distinctly remember you were trying to sacrifice yourself for the good of the team.
Oh yeah, when I sacrificed myself for the good of a team, and then I did, and everyone survived because of me. Yep, that's how it went. I remember now. That's how it all went down.
You seem to have revised history.
No, I'm just making sure things are remembered correctly.
Check out Caedo's highlights of Vermintide 2 to confirm that Sarge's story is correct. Or incorrect.
Yep.
You don't know.
I also spouted off a lot of lore while you were away.
I know. I came in like a few minutes ago. I wanted to see how long you would go.
Yeah, I was still getting through all the gods of men. And also trying to remember all the human factions, because I didn't really get onto Kislev. Okay, Caedo, is there anything else from the Game Awards to talk about? Because I will just keep talking.
Some lore that I also wanted to talk about from, the 90s, maybe some of the 80s too, actually, is the Muppets also happen to make a cameo. Sorry to cut you off from your your Warhammer discussion that I know everyone is enthralled with, but the Muppets did make an appearance at the Game Awards. This time it was Miss Piggy and Rolf, the dog that plays piano.
Ah, cool.
And they actually did a pretty funny little song about the Game Awards that I enjoyed very much. So if any of you get a chance and didn't see that, I would say give it a look, because it's tongue-in-cheek and just the right amount of Muppets, and then it's over. And then you can see the rest of the show. One year, I got a clip of it. 2024 had Waldorf and Statler, the hecklers.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the years had Beaker and Dr. Peabody, I think is his name. Anyway, yeah, they seem to have Muppet cameos from all the different Muppets depending on the year, I guess.
That feels like a strange crossover, but fair enough.
It's a weird crossover, but it seems to work. So as far as I know, like, everybody loves Muppets. So
yeah, Muppets work well on everything.
Yeah.
They do elevate everything to another level.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of ridiculousness and levity to whatever is being shown and discussed.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of things that were shown and discussed, there was a certain sweep that happened that we kind of predicted.
Yep.
In the awards section, because this is the Game Awards, and it was that Claire Obscure Expedition 33 swept most of them.
Yeah.
Or a big majority of them. And we kind of expected that. They got Game of the Year as well, which I kind of expected. And I don't think, to my surprise, I don't think Death Stranding 2 got anything.
You are surprised by that, Caedo.
I'm a little surprised.
I mean, it was only nominated for, like, a couple of things, right? I don't think it got a huge amount of nominations. So, yeah. It had less odds.
Yeah. Hades 2 did get one of them. I forget which one. But
yeah, I actually saw that while I was skimming through the Game Awards, and I can't remember what it is now. But I'm glad Hades 2 did win something.
yeah, and even when we were discussing Best RPG last episode, Expedition 33 got that one as well. So
yeah,
you know,
I mean, I made the
because of
point
course it was
being
going
like,
to.
well, it's just going to. It's already the Game of the Year nomination, and it won Game of the Year as well, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Expedition 33, Game of the Year. Caedo, have you played Expedition 33 yet?
No.
Same. I'm planning on
talked about
probably
this,
playing it in January.
like all day, being like, I need to play this game. I need to play this game, but I've been saying that for months.
Yep, same.
I've been saying that for literal months that I need to play Expedition 33. It's installed on my computer for months, and I still haven't played it.
I'm gonna see if I can check when I installed it, because
Yep.
yeah, it's like, oh, sure, it's good. We'll get to it at some point.
I had someone call me out too.
Oh.
So I added them on Steam, and they were just like, "You have 15 minutes of Expedition 33 played. What's up with that?"
That's 15 minutes more than me.
And I was testing the game performance with my new video card. That's the most I played of Expedition 33, was not even finishing the prologue.
Oh, I haven't even booted up the game yet to check that it runs.
Yeah.
Apparently it's only like 30 hours to actually beat the game, and like 60, 70 hours for the completionist playthrough, so while it is a big RPG, it's not even like ridiculously huge.
Yeah. It's still, like, I know it's going to be an emotional journey because the Union has prepared me multiple times for that. They're just like, you're gonna cry, and I'm like, okay. All right. So we'll see. We'll see if I do.
Yeah,
because I'm on antidepressants too, and it's hard to cry. I gotta tell you, that's my least favorite part of being on antidepressants is I still feel emotions. It's just some of them are a lot more muffled.
Yeah, that just sounds like my normal thing, because I was going to be like, oh, I wonder if I'll have an emotional reaction, considering I'm just numb inside.
Or you're just balanced like a normal person. Could be that too.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah. Therapists, write in. Would you like Sarge as your client?
Oh god, no, Sarge cannot afford a therapist.
So, Game of the Year and a whole bunch of other stuff. They had everybody from the studio that was there too was dressed up in their Paris finest, which is the red berets and the striped shirts. It was great.
Yeah,
it was so great. But one thing I found very interesting was this year in particular, there was a certain lack of announcements or new things being shown from a lot of the heavy hitters that we're used to seeing show things. Capcom had so many. They had so many announcements.
Yeah.
But when it came to Bethesda, Obsidian, and Hideo Kojima, there was nothing.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, Kojima probably would have needed about 7 hours to explain whatever new project he's working on. Obsidian did release, like, 3 games this year, so
they did.
Maybe they're a bit tapped out.
Maybe they're tapped out. I
can understand that.
That's true.
Bethesda was busy breaking all their games, so probably for the best I didn't announce they were going to do anything else.
Yeah. Todd Howard did show up. He did announce one of the winners of one of the awards.
Yep.
And yeah, that's pretty much what we got. There was a commercial type of thing that showed, a janitor going through a Xbox vault of some kind with various games that were going to be announced or shown and stuff like that, like labeled on each of these vaults and stuff like that, which was kind of cute. And they also showed like Grounded 2 as like, a little peek that he did, and he saw a spider and then he closed it again, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But beyond that, like we didn't get any. I was hoping for something Avowed related, but I guess we did get the immersion thing.
I mean, they'd mentioned they were delaying their Latest update.
The roadmap.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to include new game plus, photo mode, new weapon type. Oh, I so hope that it's fists.
That would be cool.
In the world, new character presets, more godlike features, presets, and many more.
Yeah. I happened to watch some of my old Avowed footage the other day, and that game looks just really, really cool at points. Like, I was seeing my mage, or spells-only character, and some of the spells are super cinematic. And with you mentioning unarmed in that as well, I accidentally did an unarmed, like, takedown attack, and it was just really cool looking, so...
Isn't it awesome?
Yeah. It looks
Needs to
surprisingly
be
good
fist
for something
weapons.
that's so useless.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'd love to see unarmed weapons.
Yeah. So, another thing that I was kind of expecting was, I mean, Bethesda's been kind of messing up their releases the last couple little while. We're going to talk about one of them shortly as the topic. But Fallout 4 Anniversary didn't go off without a hitch. It had some problems. And is just, like, we gave our takes on multiple episodes. Not our favorite thing to happen to the things that we play. But yeah, I was expecting some kind of Starfield something, because they haven't talked about Starfield for like most of the year, I want to say. Like, it's been a good while since we've gotten a Starfield anything. And like, are they working on the Starborn DLC anymore, or did they just ditch it?
I feel like
That's
they
what I'm wondering
will
now.
make the Starborn DLC at some point, but it's probably going to be the last DLC they make for the game.
Oh, for sure. If they do.
Yeah.
For sure. Then they'll just be relying on the creations.
Okay, Starfield had an update in August, and there was featured creations, like in October, where they were like, hey, here's some creations.
Yeah. I don't usually count that.
Yeah, there was a May update and an August update. Those were the two updates to Starfield this year.
Okay, Hell's Gate. I did play that one at Hell's Gate. It was poorly balanced. And
Is that a Starfield creation?
Yeah.
Ah.
Where you would get the Doomslayer armor and the sword.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. It was official, but not, not necessary.
Yeah.
And poorly balanced, like I said. Like, if you
Yep.
don't start swinging, like, you'll just die. And the collectibles in that little quest were plushies, which some people like. I honestly don't care. Especially when the collectibles that the game came with initially, well, there's plenty of Caedo rants about that.
Yeah. Starfield isn't the topic. The topic is Fallout 76.
Yes.
Because Burning Springs launched on Tuesday.
Oh, I launched the game by accident.
Or Thursday.
Whoopsie.
Oh dear, Caedo's breaking stuff.
I got an Alt F4. Hold on.
Ugh.
Here we go.
I was doing a whole little joke about Fallout 76 Burning Springs release date. You just had to break everything, didn't you, Caedo? What are you doing a Bethesda for?
What?
You're doing a Bethesda. You're breaking everything.
Yeah, I broke everything.
It's a joke.
Sorry.
I'm trying so hard with all of these jokes.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, so Burning Springs came out last week?
Yeah.
Let me just double check. Yeah, last week. And technically, it came out on Tuesday. However, it just didn't work on Tuesday. Like, I spent the whole day waiting for the game to be playable, and it just wasn't.
I think I mentioned to the union, I was like, poor Sarge, he's been sitting there for like 6 hours waiting for not playing the game.
Yeah. I think in the end it was like 8 or 9 hours I waited. In total, it was... Ooh,
yeah. I don't know about you, but I had to wait a full day.
I messaged you when I'd been waiting for 6 hours, and I had a plan then. If I woke up the next day and it still didn't work, I was like, I'm going to make a video called Bethesda Broke Fallout, talking about how they managed to mess up 76 somewhat, and they did this after Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition already made Fallout 4 run a lot worse and have a lot of problems. But then when I woke up the next day, it worked. So I was able to put out my actual review of Burning Springs. And then immediately when I put out my Burning review, everyone was like, why have you put out a review for a game that you can't log into? And it turns out that I'd logged in like the 2-hour span in which the game was actually
There was
working.
a small gap in which we could play.
Yeah.
And then it went down again.
Yep.
Yep.
And I managed to just perfectly log in at the start of that gap and log out at the end of it. But yeah, Burning Springs basically wasn't playable properly until like Thursday, so it's been about 10 days that it's actually been playable by the time this comes out.
It took a day and a half for the new update to actually be playable for most people.
Yeah, which I will say is unusual for 76. Like, normally we're talking 3 or 4 hours is like the normal that the servers are down for. Like 5 or 6 hours is even like, oh man, they're clearly dealing with issues and stuff. It's taken a while.
Yeah.
Having like it be over a day is unheard of within the 76 updates.
Yeah.
Because as much as people love to be like, oh, 76, what a terrible game, it's so broken and garbage and stuff, the team generally do a great job of getting the updates out and not having a lot of downtime.
The big difference in 76 too is different team and public test.
Yes, they do that as well, which helps out no end. Like, before the update was out or anything, I thought, oh, maybe I should do a video talking about how having the public test server and this, like, the Bethesda B team is just doing so much better, but then it screwed up, so I had to change the video I was going to make. Yeah. But it's out now, and you can play Burning Springs, and it works now. There's obviously the odd bug here and there. How many headhunts have you had where the enemy just doesn't spawn in?
Oh, none.
Oh, that's good. I've only experienced it 2 or 3 times so far. But yeah, I've had it a few times where it's like, oh, actually, either the enemy doesn't spawn in, I think I've only had that once, or the enemy spawns in and gets killed immediately, and it doesn't update that the enemy's being killed. And then the event just stays and doesn't get completed. But anyway, that's something we can talk about in a little bit. Overall, what are your thoughts on Burning Springs?
I'm being so unprofessional in this episode.
It's alright, we've got
I'm
this nice
sick.
empty bit to cut
Give me a
out.
break. I'm sick and tired. Be a little baby Caedo right now. Burning Springs is pretty good. It's all right. They added a new zone that is extremely New Vegas coded, New Vegas and the Divide coded, which is also part of why they chose this moment to put the Ulysses armor in, because it does fit the vibe.
I mean, for me, it does just feel more classic Fallout, much more like actual wasteland, whereas both Fallout 4 and 76 made things a bit brighter and a bit more like lived in and stuff.
Yep.
Whereas Burning Springs does feel like, oh yeah, this is the post-apocalypse.
It's blasted. Yep.
Yeah.
I liked that a corporation was written in for Abraxo, which we hadn't really heard of before.
Yeah.
It's Abraxadine, which is the chemical company that is kind of the main focus of the backstory going on in the zone. This is just the environment, though.
Yeah.
But you also have the Rust King, which is the main quote-unquote antagonist of the zone. And then you also have Walton Goggins, the Ghoul, as part of the Fallout game storyline now. As the bounty master, basically.
He shows up in the like central hub area of this new place, and you can chat to him, talk about bounty hunting and stuff, and from him you can access his area you can access like grunt hunts and head hunts, which are the 2 different tiers of bounty hunt, and seem to be like the main content of this update, honestly. Besides there being like literally a whole new region, the bounty hunting system is what most people will be engaging with for a long old time. Yeah.
It's currently one of the best ways to get legendaries in a short amount of time.
Oh, too. Yeah. So many legendaries.
Like, compared to, like, even the greatest game? Or what is it called? On Showman's Pier, in
one of the
Atlantic City.
Yeah, I don't even do the Atlantic City stuff.
Yeah, it's a race, but it's the 3 events in the race are randomly like shuffled.
Yeah.
So sometimes the race is longer than you want it to be, whereas these head hunts and grunt hunts are very quick.
Oh yeah, like you can do about 20 grunt hunts and head hunts in an hour without even pushing that crazy hard. Like I think the record for a bounty hunt for me is like about a minute to get a bounty hunt fully completed and get back to pick up another one.
And I think you get like 5 legendaries at most from each of these.
I mean, well, the bounty hunts, the grunt hunts, I always confuse them, are like the basic ones you can just pick up, do it, go back, pick it up, do it. They're like really fast to repeat.
Yeah.
And you'll always have a legendary enemy you fight there, so you get 1 legendary off of them. Sometimes you can have random legendaries spawn in alongside them, but that is just like the standard default game chance of an enemy being a random legendary.
Right, but the quests give legendaries too, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think you get like 2 legendaries, or maybe just 1 legendary per, but the headhunts are where you get a lot of legendaries, because you have the main legendary enemy spawn in with at least like 2 side legendary enemies as well, and then you get 2 or 3 legendary weapons from completing the quest, for a total of like 5 or 6 legendaries all at once. Yeah. And the headhunts are public events which everyone shows up to and get completed in like 7 seconds from the time that the enemy
as soon as
in.
somebody spots and marks the main target, they're dead.
Yep, it is so fast.
Yeah. There's a lot of people with melting weapons that will do the job.
Yeah. I've seen people who have like just slow load times because like the PC's not particularly good or something and playing the game, and they apparently can't spawn in quick enough. Because the game does have a 30-second cooldown just from when the event starts to when you can launch the flare, which actually starts the event proper and spawns in the enemy. So they've clearly factored in like, oh, we need to put a bit of a time buffer just so people have a chance to get over. But if you've got like a real bad load times of like a minute or so going to places, then the event will probably be over before you get there. But that's the whole bounty hunting system, and it's mostly just a way to grind legendaries and XP and stuff like that. It's kind of fun, but I think you get a specific outfit once you've completed all of the different groups, basically killed every type of bounty hunt enemy there is, or headhunt enemy there is, and that's something I'm working towards. But for the most part, it's just, you get a bunch of legendaries from it. It's a good way to like scrap down legendaries and learn the plans and get the mods and stuff. There is also like an actual main quest that was added into it. And I assume you've finished the main quest at this point, Caedo.
I did right before we started recording.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I was going to say it's a very short main quest. We won't go into like specific spoilers about what exactly happens, because it is worth playing through if you have the chance, especially because it is quite short. Like, it took me a couple hours. Like, it really wasn't long. But in it, you do deal with the Rust King and get to interact with him, and that's very interesting. I enjoyed that. And it very much overall feels like the start of a longer quest line rather than like this one complete thing in and of itself. It's clear that they've got more stuff they're going to do with it.
Did you find the Beastmaster at one of the outposts?
I did, because I've done the Gearing Up event.
Oh, she's part of an event.
Yep, she's part of the Gearing Up event. She is an NPC. Right. Have you been able to talk to her outside of the event?
I think she had just standard barks.
Okay.
No actual dialogue.
Yeah, the Beastmaster is an NPC who you can talk to when starting the event Gearing Up, which is one of the 2 new events, which is all about getting a Deathclaw all armoured up and just protecting it. And you can talk to the Beastmaster who's in control. Yeah, but you can only talk to her when you're starting the event, and she has a bunch of additional dialogue and lore-related stuff.
Why didn't I get to start this event?
The problem is you can't really just sit there and casually chat to her, because you also need to start the event with her. And I really hope they patch it so you can just interact with her normally outside of the event, because she has interesting lore about literally arming Deathclaws and taming them and stuff.
That's so cool.
Yeah, but you can't really chat with her about it, because what you're supposed to do is start the event with her instead. It's quite frustrating.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't on at the right times for the public event to trigger then.
Oh, it took me like 10 or so hours before I saw Gearing Up show up at all there. It was a while.
Man, so I did miss one thing from this update apparently. So yeah, I was bringing that character up because I was like, oh, this could have been like stuff that hasn't been addressed yet in the future update, but no, it has. It's just part of an event I haven't done. So whatever. Screw Caedo. He doesn't get to see Deathclaw get armor put on him. It's stupid.
Now, I tried to take a really cool cinematic photo of the Deathclaw emerging with its armor as well, and I had it perfectly lined up. I had like the brightness and contrast and everything done exquisitely. And because it's a public event, someone standing in a Captain Cosmos suit was just blocking the shot, and it was so frustrating. Because it's like this one really quick moment you have to be prepared for where it emerges in its armor and has like a proper animation and everything. And just there was someone just hanging out exactly in front of it, and I was like, this is so annoying. So sorry, patrons, as well, you won't get that as one of the wallpapers. You would have, but blame Captain Cosmos, ruiner of photos.
Yep. Dang it, Captain Cosmos.
Yeah,
and
there's a reason no one likes you.
Especially Jangles. Jangles hates you. You know that, right?
Jangles is better. Oh, did you visit the... Oh, I can't remember the name of it, but the kitten that went to space. Pebbles?
Pebbles?
I think it's Pebbles. Have you visited Pebbles Museum?
Oh. I don't know.
That's going to be a no then. There's a museum dedicated to Pebbles, the kitten who went to space. And it's quite fun. That's something they added in.
Is that in the new zone?
Yes, it's in the new zone.
Guess maybe not.
Yeah, it's one of the... I don't think it's a marked location. I think it's one of the unmarked locations.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just a lot of fun heading there. It's one of those, like... It's like the Shovel Museum from Nuka World. It's got that same sort of vibe.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, I really enjoy those sort of locations.
Mm-hmm. Well, same. Yeah. I wanted to talk about the collectible of this zone.
Yes.
And I found out that they are instanced per player, which is nice.
Okay, that's good, because I was wanting to test that with you.
Yeah. The Abraxodine briefcases are the collectible in this Burning Springs update. And they're all in Burning Springs. Yep. And there's a certain NPC that you bring these to in clusters of, I think it starts at like 3, and goes up to 4, 5, 6, 7, up to, he needs like 76 of them to complete the thing, right?
Maybe? I can't remember if it's 50 he needs or 76 he needs. There's definitely like milestones to hit with it.
Yeah, but he gives you a audio log every single group of these you turn in. But I noticed that they don't count as, like, they're not in the collection tab, and I haven't seen them as an actual item. Like, it only seems to be, like, quest tracked.
You find the actual tracking of them in the challenges section for Burning Springs.
Challenges section, okay.
Yeah, and it doesn't tell you exactly how many you've collected unless you see the specific challenge and how many you are away from it, and I think that'll clue you into how many you've got.
Okay.
But yeah, Burning Springs brought out a whole new challenges tab specific to the region, which ties into both the main quest somewhat. Woo! And also just gives you like a bunch of random rewards and stuff, and it's how I know about how there's a headhunter outfit for completing all the different headhunts. Because that's where you unlock it.
More stuff to do.
Yeah.
That's all we needed. More job.
I have done over 100 grunt hunts and headhunts at this point, because I got the challenge achievement for you did 50 grunt hunts. Oh, you did 50 headhunts. There's a lot of them.
You're having so much fun. I can tell.
Yeah.
If you're not grinding out the game just to get a gun for a build, you're probably going to enjoy Burning Springs. Sarge has an objective, and he's driving himself crazy with that objective, it sounds like.
Yes.
So one of the things I did like is just the different locales of Burning Springs, and all of the notes. There's so many notes of like context of what happened in the area. Like you can literally piece together what kind of occurred in Burning Springs and why it's all jacked up the way it is, and why the mutations are the way they are, and even some tie-ins to the pit, which is kind of cool. I gotta say, kind of cool. So I will direct players towards Athens, which is where a lot of stuff happened, and there's a lot of notes there to give you context. Like, I don't want to spoil it, obviously, but I think that is still one of my very favorite things. Is the writers of 76 are very good at writing these kinds of notes.
Yeah, and
they I know we had our complaints about the ones in Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, but the ones in 76 like give those little tidbits of information, and then you can find another one in a different, like a house across the street or an office building or, something nearby with extra environmental storytelling around it that adds to, the story that you're being told. I just think it's very well done, very intentional.
Yeah, I think comparing like Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition notes to Fallout 76 notes is a real good example of like modder who decided to write information and actual writer who works as a writer, because they're night and day. Yeah. So I think that is worth experiencing if it's not something you do very often and you're playing 76. There's so many notes. Yeah,
one of them
I've not read a lot of them at this point.
There's a treasure hunt too at the fortress, the Rust King's fortress thing.
The Rust Kingdom?
Palace? The Rust Kingdom? Yes, that.
Okay. See, I was very confused because there's also a fort, like a named fort location, and I was like, are you talking about the fort or the kingdom? But no, you're talking about the Rust Kingdom. The
big one. The one with the cool Deathclaw gate.
Yeah, that's the Rust Kingdom.
Yeah. There's treasure hunts as notes over there, which is fun.
I don't think I've experienced that yet.
Yeah. There's 3 doors that need 3 keys.
No, I have not experienced that yet.
Yeah. I haven't opened them myself. I just learned about them when I was doing the last bit, and I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, cool stuff to find. And I will say the Abraxadine briefcases are littered like everywhere in the both marked locations and unmarked ones.
Yes.
So that's another thing to keep an eye out for. It encourages a lot of these little things, encourage extra exploration, which I think any Fallout game could do with more of. Yeah. To be honest, as opposed to just objective chasing, because there's plenty of that in 76 as well.
Yeah. So I actually find that because the bounty hunt system sends you to name locations constantly, and people will often just do a headhunt after a headhunt after a headhunt, I get distracted from like the nitty-gritty exploring from time to time, because I'm just like, oh, okay, I'll walk between this location. Nope, new headhunts on, fast travel over immediately. So that's kind of torn me away from actual exploration a fair bit. Yeah.
I mean, the scoreboard does that too, for sure. I was just
so much FOMO.
I was just typing in soap locations Fallout 76.
Yeah, and annoyingly, the one place I know with the bathtub constantly was being looted by other people.
Everybody goes for that one. Yeah. I very much am keenly aware of that one, so I chose the other locations.
Yeah, Anna walked into my work from computer desk place the other day, and I had to explain to her why it was important that I went to a con palace to find teapots, and she gave me a look. I'll be honest.
Yeah. What's wrong with just getting a bunch of teapots? It's fine.
You go to the Palace of the Winding Path, which is in the base game and is known as somewhere where a guy was just conning a bunch of people, and it's got lots of teapots on it. It's the main place to go for teapots.
Yeah, and positive affirmations that may or may not be manipulating you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grinding score is so much fun.
I can tell you are enjoying your work.
I'm almost done with it. It's like one more week of grinding, and then I can make the video, and then I don't have to play 76 for a long time.
Yep.
Because I will say one thing I was kind of disappointed by was the lack of new weapons and armor. So specifically, there's a bunch of apparel items. I do currently have like a Deathclaw hide outfit, which I'm very happy about. I bought that in Highway Town from the Gold Bullion vendor. She's tucked away a bit. Yet. Yeah, I only found out about her like 3 days ago, because she's like upper level and in the interior bit, but you have to kind of go searching.
Oh, is she the one with all the mounted heads and stuff on her shop?
Maybe she's got one arm.
She's she's the cryptid documentarian.
Yes.
Person. Yeah.
You talk to her and she sells like a bunch of fancy outfits.
I think I was talking to her, then my game disconnected me, and then I just did something else.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I went back.
No, that's fair. You can buy like outfits from her, and completing the main quest gives you some outfits, and some of the challenges gives outfits as well. But
Sweet.
There's no new armor. Much like my complaint with Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, there's not an actual like armor set that's been added in. And I'd love like an advanced version of basic Raider gear, because no one uses Raider armor because it's terrible and low tier. So I'd love like an actual better version of it. And seeing
gear made of Deathclaw bits. How about a full cool Deathclaw armor set, please?
Yeah, because I'm wearing a Deathclaw hide at the moment with my character, but I don't get actual Deathclaw armor. It's just like a Deathclaw outfit.
I'm getting increasingly annoyed that it's like, it's right there. It's literally right there. The Deathclaw's wearing the armor before you're wearing the Deathclaw. What is happening?
I mean, you can now technically wear the Deathclaw, but it's purely aesthetic.
Yeah, I want it to be armor, though.
I mean, just wear leather armor.
I want those bones on my bones.
Yep.
I want those bones protecting my bones, because their bones are more reinforced because they're Deathclaws.
Yeah, the fact we don't have bone armor as well feels weird. We've got wood armor.
Yeah, wow.
But, like, bone is very much a craftable component.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's weird that we haven't had bone armor yet. Like, once again, there are so many opportunities. I talked about, like, a essentially rubber and steel hybrid armor for my Karma, which is Raider car-based armor, and that's not a thing. We've got bone armor, we've got literally Deathclaw, which is more of a themed leather one, essentially, but with leather and bone. Like, there's... With the junk system, there are so many combinations of armor you could do, but it feels like a shame that we don't get more of them.
Yeah.
But,
yep.
Yeah. Anyway, in terms of the weapons, there were 4 legendary weapons added in. One is the Dom Pedro, which we've mentioned a few times, which is basically the Ghoul's, like, 50 cal revolver from the TV show, and which you get by reaching rank 55 in the scoreboard. So that one's a bit of a grind, which is frustrating. There's also, from one of the events, you get a Warglaive. I can't remember, it's either Sinkhole Solutions or Gearing Up. There's a chance to get a legendary Warglaive. And then I think there's another one I can't remember about. I think it's a Flamer that you get from one of the events, or from doing Abraxdine Intel briefcases, collecting enough of them. I think maybe you need to get like all 151 or whatever for it.
That's so many.
There's also for collecting either 50 or 76 Abraxdine Intel briefcases, you get the Meadow Breeze Sprayer, which is a plasma gun modded as like a flamer variant. And you can't modify this weapon at all, but it is very much unique. It has its own unique spray color and stuff, and it's just like a weapon on its own. It works the same as the plasma thrower, and it's good. I've got it, and it's good.
Nice.
Yeah, especially for someone who wields a build which is all about single shot damage. The fact it still works pretty well is impressive. So I imagine when Caedo gets it, it's going to be much, much stronger.
Yeah. I'm stoked.
Yeah, but that took a lot of work to get. Have you... Because I've finished the Dirty Laundry quest, which is the quest for collecting the Brackstein briefcases. And it finishes way before you collect them all.
I don't know how many I'm at.
Have you finished the quest?
No.
You're at less than 50, I want to say then, because I'm pretty sure 50 is where it ends.
Okay.
And there's like 151, I believe.
I should be pretty close at this point. I think I've gotten
Yeah.
the like holotape 15.
Okay,
14?
I feel like there were only... I feel like that's about as many holotapes as there were, so
Yeah.
you've probably only got like one more turn in,
I think so.
and then you're done with it.
Yep.
But yeah,
I'm on that last bit, but I don't remember where I've been anymore because I've been doing other things. So
Also, a fun thing is, sometimes if you're me and play as a sniper, you can see the briefcases, and then you walk up closer and they are not there anymore.
yeah,
'Cause it
that's the
spawns them
instance
in,
thing.
and- yeah.
That's why I could tell it was instance, because they disappear if you're within a certain range and you've already collected them.
Yeah. Which is frustrating, because I'm like, aha, finally I found a new one. Oh wait, no, I already picked one up.
Nope. You've tricked yourself.
Yeah. The fact I've collected like half of them, and I've basically run out of spaces to visit to find them, feels wild to me. Like, I've been basically everywhere. I've been to every name location, and I must have been to the majority of the unmarked locations, and I'm halfway through finding them all. It's like,
Wow.
where are these even hiding at this point?
Great question. I can't tell you
Nope.
because I'm not doing a guide on them.
Fair.
Sorry to
There's-
disappoint everyone who was expecting one, Sarge.
I mean, I get it. There's so many.
Yeah, it's too many. It's too many.
Yeah.
I already did the magazines of Fallout 4. That almost killed me. I almost died from paper cuts from all the magazines.
So many magazines.
Yeah. I had to thumb through all of them, confirm that they gave you the skill and stuff that
Yeah.
they said they did.
I mean, and that's in a single-player game as well. Doing this in a multiplayer game, you'd basically have to create a secondary character just to confirm the locations
Yeah.
that you collect them on your primary
would.
character.
Yep.
It's
Because I didn't start recording like seriously. Like the B-roll will have me collecting some of them, but
yeah. This is the thing. I feel like everyone, even if you're not trying to collect them and pay no attention and are half blind, you'll get like 20 or so briefcases just because they are everywhere. But if you're trying to collect all 150, it might take you 150 hours because they are just so hidden, some of them. Like, one of them was completely covered in, like, the red dust. Like, you could not visibly see it. I just saw the prompt of collect briefcase, and I was like, oh my god, there is a briefcase there. Like,
oh wow.
some of them are stupidly well hidden. I'm having so much fun with the update. I'm grinding score, doing non-stop bounty hunts, and all the collectibles
So,
are hidden everywhere.
We agree that the update is good, but the amount that we feel we're forced to grind being YouTubers is not our favorite thing.
Yeah. I think the actual content of this update is good. I've seen a lot of people be disappointed, mostly because there was the line that was put ahead before this came out, which is our biggest update since Wastelanders. So a lot of people thought, oh my god, this is going to be like what Wastelanders did to the game. And in reality, it's just a cool new region, short quest line,
Yeah.
fun, repeatable. Like, it's a good update, but I think for a lot of people it was overhyped.
Yeah. A little bit. Yeah. Also, hey, I would love to see an update where they tone down the people that are hacking up a lung in Highway Town. Because the amount of people that are going in Highway Town is too much. It's too much.
So, Walton Goggins speaks so quietly, and everyone in Highway Town is just like, yeah, so the Rust King's doing this thing over here. And at the same time, he's like, hello there, bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Want to talk to me? And it's like, I had to boost the audio in like my Let's Play series I'm doing on the second channel by, I think it was 18 decibels to get him speaking normally.
Oh, I like how you say decibels.
Decibels.
I like it.
Decibels? I'm not sure how I say it now. But yeah, I had to boost him so much to have him be properly audible, because he is just stupidly quiet for some reason.
Yeah.
Which compounds with, like what Caedo said, the people in Highway Town just constantly coughing and speaking and stuff, and you hear them constantly in the background. It's a bit frustrating.
Yep. But beyond minor gripes,
yes.
Beyond minor gripes, we still...
I do actually like the update.
Still like it. We still like the update. It's also a part 1 of possibly 2 parts?
I feel like it's going to be more than 2 parts.
Maybe 3 parts.
I feel like this could be a proper ongoing thing.
It could be. Yeah. Yeah. But the next chapter I'm looking forward to, because this was a very interesting and fun little setup.
Yeah.
For what's going to happen.
There's a lot they could do with this, and the Rust King's a very interesting character.
Yep. I want to learn more about him.
Yeah.
Like his origins.
Maybe he was once a Rust Prince.
Maybe he's Frank Horrigan. Before he got taken by the old world government.
I don't know the timeline and stuff well enough to know when stuff happened, but yeah, maybe.
That'd be a wild twist. Just gonna say it.
It would be wild. I think people would be unhappy about that mostly.
I think they would too. I just think it's funny.
I've already seen people complaining that now Ohio's mentioned in the Fallout world. Like, people are always going to be annoyed about the lore at this point, I think.
What were they saying? Like, Ohio's already a post-apocalypse. You don't have to put it in a Fallout game.
That'd be funny. I've actually seen multiple comments about it. One of the main ones I remember might even be by one of the PIPCAST listeners. Apologies, I can't remember who it was, but I know it was someone who's commented a lot on my stuff, and presumably this was talking about, like, oh, now they've used Ohio and we're running out of places, and I was like, America's pretty big. We got plenty of places still to go for future games.
We got a lot of states to go through.
Yeah, considering it's been 7 years since the last single-player Fallout game, I think we'll all be long dead before we run out of states to have Fallout games set in.
And Fallout 1 and 2 took place in, like, close to the same region, too.
Yep.
So, like, that can still happen as well.
Yeah. And we've had the pit be used twice for, like, DLCs across different times, so...
Yep.
Yeah, it's not actually a big concern.
No.
But I have seen multiple people being like, oh no, they've used Ohio.
There's a lot of America. There's a lot.
Yeah. It's a big place.
And, I mean, everybody wants to forget about Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. They could put another Fallout game in Texas, and it could overlap that game, no problem. And we would all just forget about it, and it would rot on my shelf for all time. Along with its strategy guide, which I also bought.
And I do wonder if the existence of Fallout Brotherhood of Steel, like, somewhat deters Bethesda from actually setting a Fallout game in Texas. I know Texas is popular, so that might annoy a lot of people, but that could be a genuine thing.
Maybe. I mean, I think part of it, too, is, like, Texas is already, like, a lot of barren land.
Yeah.
So, like...
Oh, man, imagine if they did the pre-war section and you don't realise until, like, 10 minutes of playing that the apocalypse hasn't happened, because you're just wandering around with a revolver in a desert, just like, yep, this is Fallout.
No way, this is just America. Wait a minute.
Why are those cockroaches? I thought they was rad roaches. They're so small.
Just getting bit by a rattlesnake and you die anyway.
The first Fallout game set
the poison damage, and they never
happens.
fixed it. That's so funny. Yeah. Well, I think we've already gone off the rails multiple times, so I think we're good on the Burning Springs topic.
Yes.
Sarge, what have you been doing the last couple of weeks?
I've been playing much 76.
Working?
Yes, I have. I basically haven't really played any games for fun. I played about 15 minutes of Chained Echoes. I got through the prologue, and that was while the 76 servers were down. And that was like my one bit of playing games for fun.
Wow.
I've been grinding 76. I did like a few videos. I made a bounty hunter build, which I quite enjoyed.
Nice.
Sadly, didn't get to use like any new items with it because I just didn't have any new items, and there's only a few legendaries, and I don't think they're good for builds. It's a shame. But yeah, mostly been playing 76, and I also started a crafted items only challenge run of Fallout 76 on the second channel, which I've had fun with. It's not everyone's cup of tea, and I've very quickly been like, oh, I need to change like the goal of the challenge run and everything, and set it in Burning Springs instead to be more interesting. But I've had fun going through, and it's I always like it when I can play a video game with crafted items only as a challenge rule. Like, it really is one of my favourite rules. I really enjoyed it back when I got to do it in Skyrim. I've wanted to be able to do it in Fallout 4, but while in theory you can, it involves getting perks and building, like, an entire crafting network of machines with one of the, like, Wasteland Workshop update, I think it is. Like, in Fallout 4, it's so much work to get a 10mm pistol. And it's just, it doesn't fit very well. But in 76 you can do that, and that's fun. The other game I've been playing for work is Fallout 4. Because I made a bunch of Anniversary Edition builds, and I've got more of them coming over the following months. So I've been getting those done ahead of time. And on the second channel, I've been doing Creation Club items only, as like a fun little playthrough challenge run.
That's a fun one to watch.
It is quite a lot of fun. I've been enjoying recording it as well, because I'm using a bunch of overpowered items, but I am playing Fallout 4 Survival Mode, which is difficult.
Yes.
Like, it is very difficult. And switching between Fallout 4 Survival Mode and Fallout 76, oh boy, that's a whole thing.
That's jarring.
Yeah, 76 is a pretty easy game overall. Like, Burning Springs is, like, significantly harder than the base game Fallout 4, but it's still not that challenging. It's just like, occasionally you have to pay attention and not stand directly face-to-face with the legendary 3-star enemy. Whereas in Fallout 4 Survival Mode, I died so quickly when facing just, like, a fairly strong enemy.
Yeah.
And even weak enemies, I'm like, oh, there goes 10% of my health bar.
Yeah.
Like, I love Fallout 4 Survival Mode.
Or you get hit with a blowfly dart, and you just, like, you don't watch your health, and you're like,
Gotta be so careful of poison. Yeah, have to be really sneaky and move around things. I love it. It's brilliant. It's Fallout 4, I think, is objectively, or not objectively, subjectively, my favourite Fallout game of all time at this point.
Objectively, the best Fallout experience.
It's the best Fallout ever.
Yep.
I'm having a lot of fun with it, though. And I'm looking forward to, like, binge recording that run sometime soon once I'm done with 76. Because I just want to play more of it. It's a lot of fun.
Nice.
So, yeah, I've really enjoyed that. I think that's all I've done. That's literally all I've done is play Fallout the past 2 weeks.
Oh my.
Yeah. What have you been up to, Caedo?
Well, I've been up to real life things, mostly. I'm not going to divulge all of them. I do want to brag about having a girlfriend, and she's awesome, but I'm going to just leave it at that because I could go on for a while. And Sarge has already heard some of it. But some things I have been playing outside of, the Fallout stuff, and also while I've been sick, is I've been playing Vampire Survivors, which is a fun go-to, very, easy pick up and play kind of thing. And it gets serious if you want to start unlocking stuff. So the Ode to Castlevania update happened a while ago, and I didn't really play it much, but this week I got really into it and started unlocking all of the characters. So I think I have all the characters unlocked as of today.
Okay.
But there's also just a bunch of different like challenges to do in the Castlevania level, because it is set up to be like a Castlevania map, basically. So you're more like adventuring style and like spawning bosses as you go and stuff like that.
Okay.
Very much kind of how Castlevania is with Castlevania characters. Interesting. And yeah, it's just been chaotic fun.
Nice.
That's what you can expect from a game like that. And also, because I have been sick and because I have had a captive audience who likes watching the cutscenes of games, I I have fired up Death Stranding Director's Cut on the PS5 and have been playing through that because I can't own enough copies of the game apparently. So, and it was transferable from my account from the PS4, so I only needed to, get the Director's Cut, which was like $10 upgrade. So that part was nice. But start up that again. It's my comfort game, especially when I'm sick. Haven't gotten sick very often, but I got a cold and I was like, I want to play something comfy. So it was me, Norman Reedus delivery man getting, dopamine highs by delivering needed packages to people who can't get it themselves. So, yay. Yay for delivery drivers. So it's been a lot of that. And I also went to Zoo Lights at the Oregon Zoo with some friends, which was a lot of fun. I got some photos of that, and it was an enjoyable little time.
Nice.
And I think that's just about it. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, you've definitely done more than I have.
Yeah. In the outside place, I have done quite a few things, actually. But yeah, it's because it's the holidays, and I have things I'm doing on the holidays. It's so weird.
Ugh.
Like this hasn't happened for years, and then suddenly lots of things are happening, and I kind of like it.
I've got like 3 holiday-related things to do, and I'm dreading all of them.
Because then you're like, I could be working, but instead I'm hanging out with people.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I can channel my inner Sarge. Is there anything else you wanted to call it?
I think we can wrap it up.
Yeah.
Unless
okay.
people want like 5 hours of me explaining Warhammer Fantasy lore.
Yeah. I think they got enough of that when I was getting a snack. But if you all have your own takes on the Burning Springs update, maybe share what you're doing for the holidays. If you're celebrating in any way, please feel free to share. It's always fun to hear about, the different merrymaking people are having legally.
I only want to hear about the illegal merrymaking, please.
Okay. If you're
Split
doing
up your
crimes
comments towards Caedo and
if
me.
you're doing crimes, spoiler it, I guess.
Yep.
Or DM it to Sarge.
Yeah. All the legal stuff goes to Caedo, all the illegal stuff to me.
Okay, there you go. Check out our Blue Sky accounts. That's how you promote the social medias. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful holiday, and we'll see you in the next PIPCAST 3000 every other Sunday, 10 a.m. Pacific, right before New Year's. So we'll see you then. Bye-bye.